You know those moments when you see something that just stops you in your tracks? We always think that great ideas have to come from these huge, elaborate plans, but sometimes they start with just one single unexpected moment. Today, we're going to dive into the story of how a simple flash of color in a park sparked the creation of a brand new blog for birdwatchers.
It really all boils down to this one question. This is the heart of the story we're exploring. It's not just about, figuring out what a bird is called. It's about that exact moment a door swung open to a whole new way of seeing the world. A world that was hiding in plain sight the whole time.
So, how does a passion like this actually start? Well, it wasn't with some detailed business plan or a grand strategy. Nope. As we're about to see, it all kicked off with a completely random encounter that quietly but totally changed everything.
So let's just picture it. A quiet afternoon in a local park. The kind of place most of us walk through without giving it a second thought, right? It's just a great reminder that these big moments of inspiration, they don't always happen in some exotic, far-off place. Sometimes they're waiting for us right in our own backyard. And then, bam! A flash of brilliant color. A moment of stillness that could have so easily been missed. But this one bird, in this one single moment, became the turning point. It was that kind of chance sighting that ends up triggering something so much bigger. And this, right here, this perfectly captures that huge mental shift. Before that moment, a bird was, just a bird, part of the background noise. But after, that one little creature suddenly represented an entire universe of questions, of beauty, and of fascinating behaviors just waiting to be understood.
Okay, so that initial spark of curiosity, it quickly caught fire and grew into this deep fascination. But what is it about birds specifically that's so captivating? As the blog's creator found out, it's a really powerful mix of things that goes way, way beyond just their pretty feathers.
The creator pretty much boils it down to these three things. First, there's the obvious one, their sheer beauty, all the colors and shapes. Second is the hidden language of their songs and calls, realizing that every chirp and tweet has a purpose. And third, it's their incredible resilience, the amazing, instinct-driven ways they just navigate the world and survive against the odds.
And this points to something a little deeper, maybe a bit more philosophical. Just watching birds, with their constant, unwavering focus on the present moment, finding food, building a nest, raising their young, it became a real source of inspiration. They really do offer a powerful lesson in what it means to live with purpose, right here and right now.
Which, of course, brings us to the big question. I mean, it's one thing to have a personal hobby, a passion you love. But what was the push to turn that into a public blog for everyone else to see?
Well, the answer is all about solving a very real problem. As the creator's own passion grew, they kept hitting the same frustrating roadblocks that almost every beginner faces. And right there, in that frustration, they saw a chance to help other people get past those same hurdles.
And here are the specific things they wanted to fix. You know how it is. Field guides can be super dense and confusing. Trying to find the best spots to see certain birds feels like a total guessing game. And yeah, social media is great for sharing pretty pictures, but it's not structured enough for real, organized learning. The blog was literally designed to solve all of that.
And at the end of the day, the blog isn't just about shouting information into the void. Its real mission is to build a community, a shared space where people who love this stuff can actually connect, learn from each other, and just share in that sense of wonder.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. We know the why behind the project, so now let's talk about the what. What kind of useful, tangible stuff are you actually going to find when you visit the blog? The whole thing is built around 5 key pillars, which basically creates a complete toolkit for any enthusiast. You get a guide to ID birds, a list of curated spots to find them, real-world tips for photography, info on what to look for each season, and of course, community news to keep everybody in the loop.
Now this digital field guide, it's so much more than just a list of facts and figures. It's packed with photos and videos, and most importantly, personal stories from the creator's own time in the field. That adds a layer of real-world context that you just don't get from a standard textbook.
And it's the exact same idea for the observation spots section. It's not just a map. It's a hand-picked collection of great locations, with practical advice on when to go, what you're likely to see, and how to get there. All of it based on first-hand experience.
And that's really the key thing here. This whole project is built on a foundation of authenticity. It's one enthusiast talking to another, and it's designed to be genuinely useful and welcoming for everybody, whether you're a total beginner or you've been doing this for years. And so, here we are at the launch. This isn't really the end of the story of how the blog got made, it's the beginning of a shared journey.
It's an open invitation for all of us to get out there and start exploring the natural world together.
The ultimate vision, the big picture goal, is to use this shared interest to build a deeper appreciation for the environment we're all a part of. It's really about rediscovering the wonder that's hiding in plain sight every single day.
So if any of this story resonated with you, here are a few super simple ways to get involved. You can, of course, visit the blog, share it with anyone you think might be interested, and most importantly, join the conversation. Share your own experiences and what you've been seeing out there. And that brings us to our final thought for today. Just like that one colorful bird in the park, there are these little wonders all around us, just waiting for us to notice them. This story is a fantastic reminder to look up, to listen closely, and to ask yourself, what everyday wonder have you overlooked lately?